in the morning. 97.9, 105.5. Kiss FM.
With Donnie.
Big Poppa.
Donny Osmond, how are you, my friend?
How's everything?
Everything's fantastic. We just added a new sidekick to the show. So Banna, you're going to be speaking with myself and Banna, okay?
Banna?
Yes.
Yeah, Banna, like banana without the and.
Say that 3 times real fast.
You know what? I'm trying to. You know, it's a little tough. People
Banna,
think,
what a cool name.
Yeah, people think it's easy to come up with names and whatnot. To Big Poppa and a Banna, for crying out loud.
I love that. Hi, Banna.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
97.9, 105.5 Kiss FM. It's Big Poppa and Banna on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Donny Osmond. How are you, my friend?
I'm great. How are you guys doing? Hello, Banna.
Hi.
I love your name, by the way, Banna. I've never heard that before.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's cool.
Now, don't be stealing it now.
Yeah,
I've heard Big Poppa before, but not Banna.
Yeah, it's different. It's different.
I'm not sure how to quite take that, Donny.
You're just old news. That's pretty much what he's saying.
I tell you what. Let's fire Marie and hire Banna, and it's now the Donny and Banna show.
Oh snap!
Oh snap!
Now wait a second. Is that? I mean, you've been doing stuff with your sister forever. Has that threat ever come out? Be like, listen, I can drop you like nothing, and I can fill you. Have you threatened Marie with that, and has Marie threatened you with that? I mean, because
but of course.
Listen.
You know what's interesting about that whole dynamic is that we both have our own separate careers, and that's the way the show in Vegas is
right.
Produced. So we both do our own things. We have our own hits, but the Donny and Marie team, you can't separate. It's like salt and pepper, oil and vinegar. It's like it just goes together. For instance, Donny and Marie, the two names go together. So we'll be a team probably the rest of our lives, but still have our own solo separate careers.
Because I can picture Marie being like, you know what, I got a lot of other brothers.
Yeah, Tito and Jermaine and Marlon. And I've got LaToya and Janet that I could pull from.
We're talking to Donny Osmond on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. At Donny Osmond on Twitter, and Donny.com is the website. Talk to me now. Number one, congratulations on your 60th album, for crying out loud. I mean, that's
amazing.
That's incredible.
How time flies. Yeah, it's my 60th, and I wanted to do something significant. So not just another album of music, but these songs actually shaped my 50 years of being in the business. For instance, the first song that you get when you download it right now is My Sherry Amour. And here's, by the way, let me just point out the fact that all of this is free. I'm not charging anybody for anything. So you download the app, My Sherry Amour. First 45 I ever bought. I was 11 years old. And I called up Stevie. And I said, I'd love for you to play the harmonica solo on this thing. So Stevie's actually on the record with me.
Now, how cool. Now, number one, it's cool that you're giving it away for free. And all you have to do is download the new app. Just search your app store for Donny Osmond, and you'll find it right there. Number one, it's awesome that you're giving it away for free. Number two, you're cool that when you can refer to Stevie Wonder as Stevie. And number three, the fact that Stevie, quote unquote, is playing the harmonica on your cover of his song. I think that the whole thing is just fantastic.
Well, what's really cool is that, I've known Stevie for a few years, and I never asked him to do anything, despite the fact I'm such a huge Stevie fan over the years. And when I called him up, he was very careful and very professional. He says, well, send me the track, send me an MP3, and let me listen to the track, because he wasn't about to commit to, a garbage track.
Sure.
So the next thing I know, his assistant calls me up and says, Stevie's on the other line, would like to talk to you. And my heart stops, because, I'm such a fan. And he gets on the phone and says, send me the Pro Tools session, because I got to be a part of this. This track is amazing.
That's what's up. And how about, and I wanted to bring this up too, the fact, the way that the music business has changed. I mean, and you've been a part of it and I hate to say, for so long, but at the same time, the way that
I recorded on wax. I've been involved in so long.
That's kind of my point. Before you guys would have had to coordinate schedules for you and Stevie Wonder to be in the same room at the same time to do everything. Now it's, hey, email me the session. I'll lay my track down and then I'll send it back to you, and it's all all digital. It's all emails. It's amazing how technology has changed
You're
it.
absolutely right, Big Poppa. This is such a high-tech album, the way it was made. Tracks were cut in Sheffield, England. My vocals were done in my vocal booth at home and in Vegas. And then Stevie's obviously in Los Angeles. It's being mixed in Connecticut. But it's all done by Dropbox and Pro Tools and Cubase and Nuendo and Logic and all the different platforms. So the way it's done nowadays is so different.
Absolutely incredible. We're talking to Donny Osmond on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. The new app, it's called Donny Osmond. I mean, you can't make it any more simple than that. And the new CD, The Soundtrack of My Life. All right, I got to ask, because you said that the whole, the new CD, Soundtrack of My Life, it's about, bits and pieces of your life, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Did you, what song did you choose for the brown chicken, brown cow, first date kind of stuff?
First date?
Yeah, first date.
Oh, you're going to love this story.
First date, like make out,
You're going to love this story. Elton John, your song. I went to a concert in Salt Lake City. The year was 75, I believe it was. And I'm double dating with my brother Jay, and we both get dates for the night. And I was caught up in the moment when he sat down at the piano and started singing your song. And Jay was dating this girl named Debbie. And I remember when he sat down and started singing your song, I looked over at my brother and I looked at his date and I said, I'm going to marry my brother's date someday. And Debbie and I just celebrated 36 years of marriage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the significance of your song.
Wow, that's incredible. How long did he hate you for that?
Oh, we still haven't spoken.
But by the way, Donny, the fact that I was expecting like Genuine Pony or like a little Barry White or something, and the song of the Elton John that came out of left field on
well,
me.
There are some Barry White songs that I could give us. That'll be on the 61st album.
Yeah. You know what? I already have your idea for the 61st album.
What's the idea?
All right, the 61st album, Donny Osmond, songs to make out to.
There you go.
Boom.
You could do a lot of Brian McKnight songs. You could do some Luther Vandross songs.
That's what I'm saying.
Luther was a huge influence of some Otis Redding songs.
Little Marvin Gaye.
Songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brown chicken, brown cow everywhere.
Absolutely. That'll be the 61st.
So, Donny, you are a singer, a musician, an actor, a dancer, and you also did radio as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a radio show. I stopped that because of this album. I was having so much fun doing my radio show, but I was just being stretched a little too thin. And when you do an album, you can slap it together if you want, and I think a lot of people who are really musos are going to listen to this and say, okay, this wasn't slapped together. Because you're touching classics. For instance, Peter Gabriel's Don't Give Up. Well, Peter he's immaculate when he comes to producing his records. Well, you can't just, put a bunch of musicians together and say, okay, play Don't Give Up. This is something you've got to live with and produce and finesse.
Exactly.
Even the vocals. Wait till you hear Laura Wright. She's a label mate on Decca with me over in the UK. This voice of hers is so angelic. She does the Kate Bush part.
Nice.
And every week, starting July 1st, I'm releasing another song, and this will probably be released around end of next month or first part of August.
Very cool.
Nice.
The new app is called Donny Osmond. We're talking to Donny Osmond on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. New CD, The Soundtrack of My Life. Follow him on Twitter at Donny Osmond, Donny.com. I want you to, because I don't know if Banna knows this story or not. Tell her the story of Soldier of Love, because the way the rebirth you had with that was absolutely incredible. How you mastered that.
Well, Banna, it was kind of an accident in a way. I was trying to get my career jump-started again. And by the way, Don't Give Up, the Peter Gabriel song Don't Give Up, plays into this, because it got me through the 80s. Once I listened to Peter Gabriel's album So, and I heard that song, it just kept me going, because my wife kept saying, don't give up. But it was a hard transition for me to go from the teeny bopper career to a serious adult entertainer. Well, I recorded Soldier of Love, released it in England, didn't really do much. An import copy came in, and a radio station in New York started playing it, but they wouldn't say that it was my name, that I was the artist, because they were embarrassed to say they were playing Donny Osmond music, because it just wasn't cool to like Donny Osmond. And so, but it became the #1 requested song in the #1 market in the country. And my manager called me up and said, they want you to fly in and disclose who this mystery artist is. They want to know it's you. And I was afraid to do it, Banna, because I didn't want to kill the request, because I had the #1 requested record. And
But no one knew who the artist was.
Nobody knew it was me.
That's hilarious.
But it was a hit record. And finally, it was on a Friday morning drive time, and they said, mystery artist, who are you? And very hesitantly, I said, I'm Donny Osmond. And guys, the phone lines lit up like crazy, and it took off and became what the industry referred to as the comeback of the 80s.
It was absolutely incredible.
Awesome.
Donny Osmond, I know you got to go. We definitely appreciate the time this morning. Download the new app, Donny Osmond. He's releasing all kinds of music throughout, and follow him on Twitter at Donny Osmond. Thank you so much for the time, and we got to do this again, okay? Because we got a lot to talk about.
To you guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Donny Osmond, everybody. We're going to break. Come back. It's Big Poppa and Banna on Kiss FM.
Big Poppa in the morning with Banna. Big Poppa and Banna.
Are you ready? Because I sure am.
The #1 hit music station. Kiss FM.